Hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We got here. I told you we would. Not that you ever doubted it, but here we are. It's Friday. Welcome to it. We made it through the week, everybody. Hopefully, your week went smoothly. But even if it was a little bumpy, a little rocky, doesn't matter. It's Friday now. Just got to get through the day and you can have a great weekend ahead. So, what are we talking about on this Friday? It is January 16th, 2026. Well, I'd like to make sure and welcome, yes, Elsa to Florida today on this Real Men Love Frozen Friday. Yeah, yes, it is very, very cold in Florida this morning. We have a cold front that just went through. And we have the coldest weather we've had in a long time here in Florida this morning. Now, I know most of the country, you're like, whatever, we don't want to hear it. But here in Florida, I mean, it's temperatures pretty much everywhere in Central Florida in at least the mid to low 30s today. So yes, freezing. And in some places, it's in the 20s and virtually everywhere because there is a pretty brisk breeze going through right now. It feels like temperatures in the 20s. I just went outside a little bit ago to take out the recyclable bin because it's collection day for that today. And burr. So anyways, thank you, Elsa. You know we love you here. So I appreciate you being here. But bundle up, everybody. If you have to go outside this morning here in Central Florida, if you're heading to the parks, it's not going to reach more than maybe the upper 50s today through most of the area here in Central Florida. So make sure you have those coats, probably some gloves, whatever you need to have to get you through this very much Real Men Love Frozen Friday. Absolutely. Why not? So yeah, that's fun. I guess. We are going to be doing something tonight that's going to be fun. I think for us, Michelle and myself are going to be taking part in the space race out at the Kennedy Space Center out at Cape Canaveral. So yeah, where they launched the rockets here in the Space Coast. We don't live that far from it. It's about a 40-minute-ish drive, I want to say, to there. And yeah, we're going to be basically running through the Kennedy Center where they launch all these rockets, where they have a great museum and area that explores the history of space travel here from the United States and elsewhere. And it's not a long race. It's a 3K walk, fun run. So basically just not quite 2 miles, I think. But it'll be fun to be out there. I honestly have only been to even though we live so close to it and we see rockets launch, seems like every week, sometimes multiple times within a week here. I have not been I've been to the Kennedy Center once and we didn't really get fully involved in it. So this is going to be fun for me to get out there because I do love the space industry and I'm very excited to check this out. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun tonight. Again, light run, something similar to what I would be doing normally like this morning. Just a couple miles, won't be that big a deal. My big run is this weekend. I'm warming up for that half marathon coming up here in just over 2 weeks. And I am actually running a half marathon of my own just around my neighborhood to make sure I'm ready to go to do it. So that's my big thing this morning. Anyway, hey there, Laquan. Good to see you this morning. Happy Friday to you. Appreciate you being here. So anyway, yeah. That's going to be fun tonight. We're very excited about that, although we will be bundling up because it's not going to be warm out there. Even though we'll be running, it will not be tremendously warm, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll make it through. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, this is news this morning, right? This has been speculated at for a long time. Now it's been pretty much confirmed that Kathleen Kennedy, the head of Lucasfilm, will be stepping down here very soon and just returning to being a producer, which she has done very, very well for many, many, many years. She started back all the way like in 1982. I think her first movie that she produced was E.T. She's worked very closely with Steven Spielberg. Of course, obviously, George Lucas worked on many, many films that you know that you love, including like the Jurassic Park films, Indiana Jones, of course, obviously the Star Wars movies, so forth. And it's up in the air on what kind of job she's done with Lucasfilm since she took over as president in 2012. When Disney basically bought Lucasfilm, she took over. George kind of stepped back. She took over that role. I'd like to thank her. I think she's done a phenomenal job. It's not easy, especially that fan base is not easy to appease. I think she's done a phenomenal job. I think she knows her stuff. Yeah, some people are not so high on her. I'm great with her. I think she's phenomenal. I'm also great with who is going to be taking over her role. First of all, thank you, Kathleen Kennedy, for all you've done for many, many decades and will continue to do as a producer in many roles. But stepping into that role now as the lead of Lucasfilm will be Dave Filoni, who you probably know if you're a Star Wars fan. Well, I know you know if you're a Star Wars fan. Dave Filoni's done so many phenomenal things, including obviously working on The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, going all the way back to the Clone Wars, working on that, and with hand in hand with George Lucas. I mean, like he really knows Star Wars lore. He really knows his Star Wars stuff. Hearing him talk of I can sit there and listen to him talk Star Wars all day, and I'm excited for what he'll bring to that role going forward. So thank you to Kathleen Kennedy for everything she's done and will continue to do. And now excited for the future of Lucasfilm with Dave Filoni at the helm. Absolutely. What else are we talking about on this day? Hey, Laquan, I know you probably know this already, but this is exciting. I know Laquan's a very big Phineas and Ferb fan. And yes, we are going to be getting another Phineas and Ferb movie. It's going into production later this year, coming out eventually on Disney Plus and the Disney Channel. Basically, it's their third full-length movie, not in the theaters. They've not really released one in the theaters, but on Disney Channel and so forth. But this is basically the storyline of this, which I find fascinating. Is basically Dr. Doofenshmirtz is going to create some, I don't know, time eraser-inator or something along those lines, and basically mess up the timeline where Phineas and Ferb's parents never actually met. And so now, yes, they're born, but they're not brothers. So they basically need to get together and figure out the time, and the chaos ensues, obviously, because it wouldn't, the best day ever never happened. So they need to get together and right the wrongs, fix what was messed up on this. And yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for any more Phineas and Ferb stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know. We don't have a definite timeline on when that's going to be happening, but we know it's going into production. So probably it'll take a year or two at least to make for sure. But yeah, excited for a new Phineas and Ferb film and more Phineas and Ferb content. Yes, Back to the Future all over again, Laquan. Yep. Time travel, always tricky, always fun, especially in Phineas and Ferb. They do it all the time. Yeah, so that's exciting news. Also, this was exciting news yesterday for those of us who are DVC members or know somebody who's a DVC member, because they announced, we've been waiting for this for a while. We knew it was coming, but what would be the itinerary for the 2027 DVC member cruise? And when this came out, super excited because it's going back to Michelle and my old stomping grounds. As you may know, we lived in San Diego for a long, long period of time. Me, most of my life. Michelle for a good portion of her life. And so, yeah, the next DVC member cruise is taking place in April, and it's sailing out of San Diego, and it's doing a fun itinerary where it's going to be going a little bit north, going up to San Francisco, doing a night in San Francisco, stop over in Catalina Island, which if you've been to Catalina Island, it's beautiful, fun, exciting. Catalina Island, an overnight in San Francisco, which is going to give people an opportunity to maybe visit the Pixar grounds. Who knows? Maybe something with Lucasfilm, maybe Skywalker Ranch. I don't know if they'll do anything with that. Definitely the Walt Disney Family Museum there. Lots of just great stuff that you can do in San Francisco. So much fun things to do there. And then back down to Ensenada. Now, yes, all that is great. The itinerary is great, but what's always great about the DVC member cruise, and if you listen to our episode where we recapped our recent DVC member cruise from this last summer, is all the amazing people that are aboard, that are people within the Disney company, the amazing panels, just the fun events that happen, the gifts. It's going to be crazy. So yeah, this is going to be booking beginning on Saturday, February 28th. I think we're running a 10K that morning out at Walt Disney World. So we're going to have to get back and jump on the phones and try and book our cabins for this. If you're looking to book, you need to be a DVC member or have somebody who's a DVC member who's booking, and then we'll book you too. And you need to pay fully at the time that you purchase. So Know that going in. It's not like you can put a deposit down on it and wait to pay later. No, you have to pay in full at the time that it happens. But it's worth it. It's expensive. I'm going to tell you right now, it's expensive. DVC is expensive, but these cruises are expensive too. But man, just from our experience doing it, and one, the gifts you walk away with, but more importantly, the experiences you walk away with, it's worth it. So excited. Hopefully, we will see many of you out there on this DVC member cruise. We are planning on booking. Michelle's already looking at cabins that we want to book. So we are thrilled for that itinerary and to get back to San Diego because we love San Diego. We love San Diego so much. So that being a part of it as well is fantastic. So yeah, that's really, really great news. Can't wait for that. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, speaking of Disney Cruise, the Disney Adventure made port in Port Canaveral yesterday morning. It's going to be here for not a very long time. It's getting ready to head to Singapore to go start its maiden voyage, which I believe takes place on March 10th, I want to say. And it's going to be sailing out of Singapore for the foreseeable future. Will this be its last stop at Port Canaveral? We don't know. Maybe eventually it returns, but for right now, it's heading to Singapore. So, exciting. We did not get out there to see it, but understand she looks beautiful. Love new additions to the Disney Cruise Line fleet for sure. Absolutely. What else is going on today? Well, today happens to be National Appreciate a Dragon Day, and we do appreciate dragons, especially our Disney dragons. Here are some of the amazing Disney dragons that you can see on Disney Plus, in the parks, in the movie theaters, everywhere. So many great Disney dragons. Disney loves their dragons. We love Disney dragons. So today we really, really appreciate our Disney dragons. Hey, today is the Festival of the Arts. Kicks a lot of celebration of Figment today, one of Disney's favorite dragons. So yeah, you can go appreciate Figment today on the day one of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, or many of these dragons, Disney Plus, whatever you want to do, enjoy all these Disney dragons. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, many dragons breathe fire, and you might be breathing fire today too if you take part in today's holiday, which is National Spicy Food Day, Hot and Spicy Food Day. You like hot and spicy food? I do up to a point. I like spice. I do. I want a little bit of heat in several of my foods, but I don't like it when it's all you can taste, when it's just heat, when it's just burning your mouth. I like balanced flavors, a little spicy, a little sweet, savory, the combination where it all works on your palate well is what I enjoy. As far as spicy food in our household, I like it a little more than Michelle. Michelle likes a little bit lower level in spice. She does like her spice, but a little bit lower level. I can go a little bit more of a level. But yeah, whatever you like. If you really like your super spicy food, some people do, today's your day to enjoy your spicy food. Maybe on a cold day, something to kind of warm you up, some spice might be good. By the way, did you know that if you look at this is interesting, learn this, and didn't really think about it before, but before I went to culinary school, learn this, that if you go to countries where the weather tends to be a little warmer, you'll notice that the spice portfolio of their food is higher. Like, you think of like Africa, think of like Latin cultures and so forth. Think of Southeast Asia, and for example, they tend to have a lot of spice in their food, as opposed to when you go north in the colder areas, maybe not as much. That's because spicy food kind of helps make you sweat a little bit, which helps cool down your body. And so that's kind of why the portfolio of food, their palates tend to swing a little spicier. Just thought might be interesting for you. So yeah, if you like your spicy food, enjoy your spicy food today. Or if you want something just kind of more mellow, how about a Fig Newton today? It is National Fig Newton Day. Do you like Fig Newtons? I do. Not everybody loves Fig Newtons. I do. I like that little soft cookie with that sweet and savory kind of filling a fig in there. I do love a good Fig Newton. Interesting thing about Fig Newton, it was developed back in the late 1800s, 1891, by a baker by the names of Charles Rozier. And he eventually sold that recipe to the Kennedy Biscuit Company, who then named it. They were a Massachusetts-based company, named it after the town of Newton, Massachusetts. That's why it's Fig Newtons. And then that was, of course, eventually sold to the oh shoot, why can't I think of the name of the company? than the company that owns it now. My brain. Sorry, so early. And if you don't want to have fig Newtons, or you do not want to have spicy food or appreciate dragons or run or do any of this stuff we talked about already, well, great news for you. Today is National Nothing Day, a day to enjoy nothing if you want. Mostly doing nothing, something I love doing, nothing. But you can also enjoy, just a little nothing in your life. Sometimes it's good to have nothing going on. Absolutely nothing going on at all. Today's a day if you like that, or you want to appreciate that, to do that. Something that is definitely not nothing. Maybe it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you if it is your birthday on this January 16th. Here's someone I love that celebrates their birthday on January 16th. Yes, my man crush. Yes, Lin-Manuel Miranda is his birthday today. He turns 46 today, born on this day in 1980. Of course, all the great stuff he's done. He's won 3 Tony Awards, 2 Emmy Awards, 5 Grammy Awards. He's been nominated for a couple of Academy Awards, that close to getting an EGOT. He'll get it eventually. But, all the stuff. Hamilton, In the Heights, the music for Moana, Encanto. He was Jack the Lamplighter in Mary Poppins Returns, and so many other things. He's a great director as well. He received a Golden Globe and an Emmy nomination for directing Tick, Tick, Boom, which is a fantastic movie if you've not seen that. Great. It was the year of Lynn last year. We always continue. We're always, even if it's not necessarily the year of Lynn, it's always the year of Lynn in my heart. Happy birthday to Lin-Manuel Miranda. Also, happy birthday to these great people. How about the fantastic horror action suspense movie director, writer, John Carpenter? He turned 78 today, born this day in 1948. He's done movies like The Thing, the Halloween franchise, The Fog, Escape from New York, Escape from LA, Big Trouble in Little China. So many amazing movies that John Carpenter has done. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to great actor, choreographer, dancer, singer, you name it. Debbie Allen, she turns 76 today, born this day in 1950. She's been nominated for 22 Emmy Awards, winning 5. She's also won a Golden Globe. A lot of it was for working on the television series Fame. Also, she's been in A Different World, Grey's Anatomy, movies, films, choreographer. Like I said, she's done so many things. Happy birthday to her. And finally, last but definitely not least, happy birthday to Sade. She turned 67 today, born in this day in 1959. She's won a Grammy Award. First, as a matter of fact, she was the first Nigerian-born artist to win a Grammy Award. She has also been named as a big British music star. She's been given the Office of the Order of the British Empire, where she's been awarded that for her impact on the music industry. And she's just done so many phenomenal things. Amazing. Happy birthday. Oh, by the way, she's also a little Disney. She wrote a song for Disney's A Wrinkle in Time as well. So yeah, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Shameless self-promotion time. We do have a new episode dropping here on Sunday, looking at luxury in Disney. You're going to have some fun talking about maybe some ways that you can upscale your experience at Disney. That's all coming Sunday, and very, very excited for that episode, because who doesn't want a little luxury in their life? All right. Gonna get out of here. Everybody have an amazing day. It's Friday and the weekend's coming. You got this. It's going to be fun. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I will be back with you Monday morning, 6:30 a.m.-ish to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.